Hey everyone, it's Charles, the Sober Fit Dad. Today's video is serious. We're talking about alcohol, depression, and the truth most people don't hear until it's too late. This isn't just education. This is my life. This is my testimony. So if you're struggling or curious or scared, stay with me. What if I told you alcohol doesn't just go with depression, it fuels it? What if I told you that some of the darkest moments of my life came after nights that looked like fun? I've attempted suicide 3 times, and all 3 times I was drunk. That wasn't just a coincidence, and today I'm going to explain why. Scientifically, spiritually, and personally. Alcohol is a depressant. It slows your brain down, especially the parts that control mood, decision making, and emotional regulation. At first, it feels good. You get a buzz, you loosen up, you feel lighter. It tricks you into thinking it's helping. But here's the trap. Within hours, your serotonin and dopamine, your feel-good chemicals, crash. So after the buzz, you don't just return to normal levels. You drop lower than you were when you started. According to the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, people with alcohol use disorder are 3.7 times more likely to have major depression. Almost 4 times. Alcohol doesn't relieve depression, it manufactures depression. Let me be real with you. When I was drinking, I truly thought I suffered from depression and anxiety, and maybe I did, but I didn't realize alcohol was pouring gasoline on both of them. I would feel bad for days after drinking. Days. I didn't know alcohol effects could last so long. I felt down all the time, like a constant cloud over me. If I went out drinking, sometimes it picked me up for a few hours, but when I drank alone, most of the time, it pulled me down even deeper. Either way, up or down, the feeling was comfort to me because it changed how my emotions felt. It numbed everything until it didn't. Now, here's the crazy and scary part. All 3 of my suicide attempts happened after partying. Not in the quiet sadness, not on random days, but after extreme highs. I would go out, laugh, dance, take shots, feel like I was on top of the world, and then I'd come home and feel like I didn't want to live anymore. I won't talk about the details of my attempts, but a couple were serious. And the saddest part, I woke up in the hospital upset because I had failed. I remember thinking I couldn't even get that right. My life felt hopeless, completely hopeless. And I didn't understand that alcohol was the fuse being lit every single time. According to SAMHSA, over 1 in 5 people who die by suicide have alcohol in their system. Not all are alcoholics. Many was just drinking that night. That's how dangerous it is. A lot of people take antidepressants and still drink and think the two will cancel each other out. They don't. Alcohol makes antidepressants weaker, and in some cases, it increases the side effects, including suicidal thoughts. A study in the Journal of Addiction found that people with depression who drank while on antidepressants had worse symptoms than those who stayed sober. If you're wondering why your meds aren't working and why you still feel hopeless, why your depression won't lift, look at your drinking. Alcohol markets itself as relief, escape, confidence, fun. But what it really gives you is anxiety, emptiness, regret, and emotional crashes. It numbs you temporarily, but when the buzz wears off, the pain comes back, bigger and louder. It makes you the life of the party, but then it sends you home crying in the dark. It offers comfort, but whispers the cruelest lies when you're alone. That's not control. That's not comfort. That's bondage. But here's the truth. I didn't get sober because I suddenly became strong or disciplined. I got sober because I couldn't live another day drowning in depression, waking up in shame, and wondering if I'll survive the next night out. But something changed. When I finally stopped drinking, around week 3 or 4, it was subtle, but I began to feel something I hadn't felt in years. Hope. I always had faith. I knew God, but then I only went to God when I was in trouble. It was a cycle. Survive, back to trouble. God was pulling me out of the hole, but as long as I kept drinking, I was still digging deeper. I finally stopped digging on February 19th in 2020. That was the day everything started to change. I didn't suddenly become happy, but I started to feel human again. I felt clarity. I felt peace. I felt God's hand on me again, pulling me out instead of watching me sink. Sobriety didn't fix my life overnight, but it gave me a life worth fixing. If your nights of fun keep turning into mornings of regret, the drinking makes you hate yourself. If alcohol is making your depression louder, please hear me out. You're not weak. You're not broken. You're not alone. You are in a battle, and alcohol is not fighting on your side. Reach out, tell someone, call a hotline, join a meeting, talk to a friend. Message me if you need to. Just don't suffer in silence. I'm not here today because I figured everything out. I'm here because I survived what alcohol almost took away from me. If I could crawl out of that darkness, you can too. If this video has helped you, hit the like button, subscribe if you're on the sobriety journey or thinking about starting one, and share this with someone who might be struggling. God bless you. Stay strong. Stay sober. This is Charles, and I'll see you on the next one.